It's just that time of year, the sun is out, and parents want the kids to play in the sun. And I knew you wrote an article one time called How to Summerize Your Child. What is that all about?
Well, you know, we think in the wintertime of taking our cars to the mechanic to winterize our cars. I think at this time of year, after kids have spent the entire winter inside in the cold and gloomy days, the sun comes out, everybody is ready to go out and play. But there are some very, very important things that parents need to know and educate their kids about having fun in the summer. We think about the sun as being a wonderful thing to play in, and it's true, we have a great time, but sun safety is really important. Kids really need to learn to put on some kind of sun protection with an SPF of at least 15 or greater, and they need to put it on at least 15 to 20 minutes before they go out in the sun. The sun can do significant damage, and we know that everybody thinks that a tan is a sign of health. But it's actually a sunburn and a tan is actually a sign that your skin has been burnt. And we know that repeated exposure to sun and sun damage can lead to things like wrinkles, and in long term can cause skin cancer. So it's really important that kids and parents be aware that that's part of sun safety really means using some sunscreen, some sunblock at least 15 to 20 minutes before they go outside in the sun.
A very common question. My baby's under 6 months old. The sun is not a good thing to get exposed.
Kids under a year, I don't think should be in the sun at all. Certainly the younger your child, the less sun exposure they have. They can't regulate their body temperature well. Their skins are very, very sensitive to the sun, and they can have significant burns.
And they can dehydrate pretty quickly,
They
right?
shouldn't be out in the sun at all. And if you have to take them out, they have to be covered, and you have to make sure to give them a lot of fluids because they will dehydrate very, very quickly, and that can lead to long-term complications and actually can lead to death.
The other thing is they play a lot in the sun. Good safety would be like if they're roller skating and stuff, they should have headgear, wrist protection, knee protection.
One of the things that you need to do when you summarize your children is to talk about road safety. Kids are going to be on bicycles, they're going to be on skateboards, they're going to be out on the streets using their rollerblades. They need to know that they must have a bicycle helmet, and in many states it's illegal to be on a bicycle without a bicycle helmet, and the parents can actually get a fine. But it's just good, safe bicycling to wear a helmet. But also remember that when you fall off, even if you're wearing a bicycle helmet, your elbows are going to get scraped, your knees are going to get scraped, so elbows and knees should be protected, whether it's on bicycles or skateboards or inline skating.
If you go like a walk near a wooded area, you've got to sort of like worry about ticks and other little bugs. So what suggestion would you give for that?
Well, you need to be completely covered. You need to be wearing long sleeve shirts, which we rarely do during the summer. You need to be wearing long pants. But one thing that kids also should be told, especially when they're walking in the woods, is they need to put their socks on top of their pants. It looks stupid, but it's much safer, because those ticks can go right underneath the pants, even if they're wearing long pants, and can bite them and can lead to some terrible diseases.
Okay, and if you do go in the woods and come back, parents should inspect the body when they come back.
You should be checking your child's body from head to toe, including behind their ears, in between their toes, in between their fingers, looking for very, very small animals like a tick. And if you find a tick, first thing I think you should do is call your pediatrician, but some people will have a kit at home that is a tick remover, which can help. But you've got to call your pediatrician.
And the last thing, they go, like you're right near a hospital, near a beach. What kind of tips do you give if you go by the beach?
The summer is a really serious time to talk to your children about swimming safety. They should never be in a pool. Even if it's an 18-inch or 24-inch pool in your backyard, kids should not be in a pool unsupervised, and that means by an adult. It can't be a 6 or 7-year-old sibling. Children should never be left anywhere where they could drown, and they can drown in very, very small amounts of water. Kids should also be taught how to swim. Certainly by the time a kid is 2 or 3 and you start toilet training your child, when they're toilet trained, you really should think about enrolling them in some adult supervised swimming lessons. I think the earlier kids learn to swim, the more likely they're going to enjoy the water, and most importantly, they're going to be a lot more safe.
In other words, enjoy the sun, but think before you do.
Enjoy the summer, but make sure that you're as safe as possible.
I thank you very much.
Thank you.